right, Alyssa, thanks so much. Well, it is Baby Safety Month, and we are talking about a very, very important topic today. It is how to properly install one of those child safety seats, because this can be tricky. We all know we should be doing it, but how to actually do it might be a different question, right? Sherri Hannah is here with us from Safe Kids Fayette County. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having us this morning.
Appreciate this. Okay, so why is it so important to be able to correctly install one of these child seats?
Well, that is the safety device that's going to keep your child safe in the vehicle.
Yes.
So in a crash, we hope that never happens, but that is going to be key to how that seat is installed and how that child is placed in the seat, and making sure it's the right type of seat for that child.
Right.
It's going to affect the outcome.
Absolutely. There's probably a lot of common mistakes out there. A lot of parents maybe have sort of different child seats or car seats over the years. What are some of maybe the most common mistakes that you've seen?
Well, of course, loose harnesses, not correctly installed.
Okay.
Not taking advantage of some of the safety features like a top tether. Knowing some of the really key important things like weight limits to install a seat using the lower anchors. All of those are key, and when we talk about maybe a seat being installed the wrong direction or the harness is loose,
right,
doesn't sound like it's that big a deal, but those small things can make the difference in that seat being a life-saving device,
yes,
keeping that child from serious injury. So they are really key important pieces of safe transportation.
Absolutely. Well, we want to do a little demonstration for you because we've been talking about how important it is. So we want to show you now a little hands-on lesson. So we're going to head over to the car here to demonstrate what are some of the proper techniques to be able to do this. And also, we're kind of looking at maybe some of the different actual seats that we have here. So Sherri, tell us a little bit about this car seat that you brought in today.
Well, this is a convertible seat. It's a very common type of seat because you can use this seat rear-facing and forward-facing. Right. So a kid from like 5 to 40 pounds in the rear-facing direction, and then this seat goes from like 22 to 50 pounds in the forward-facing direction. Okay. So when we were talking about harnesses, like I said, where these are, how snug they are placed on the child is key to keeping that child snug in their car seat. And then, of course, installation. Installation is key because that's what's going to keep the whole product in the vehicle. So there's different methods to installing a child safety seat. We have these lower anchors. You find those by looking for these little right, buttons here. So, you find those, you anchor it.
And you can hear it actually click.
Yes,
right?
yes. So you make sure that these are attached, but there's more than just attaching it. You have to get in here and really apply some weight to kind of pull to get the seat nice and snug.
Put some oomph in,
right.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that when you actually install this seat that it doesn't move more than an inch from side to side. There's this piece that when the seat is in the forward direction needs to be anchored because that helps to restrain the upper portion of the seat. Yeah, so there are key things, and then even with seat belts, making sure that when you use the seat belt that you actually switch it to the locked position. Most vehicles now have a lap shoulder belt with what we call a switchable retractor. So you would put it through the belt path, pull it completely out, and you hear that noise.
Yep, you hear it when it clicks in.
Yes. So that means that wherever you quit feeding it back in, it becomes locked. And that seat belt's at a fixed length and it's going to keep it snug in the vehicle. Absolutely. So, we have instruction manuals that come with car seats, but we also need the help of our vehicle's owner manual because it has good guidance to like which set of lower anchors do you use? Where are those top tether anchor points located in the car? So between those two resources, there's a lot of valuable information. But still, it's sometimes hard to understand and for caregivers to know exactly what to do in their car, with their seat, and even with their child. So
you really need to be able to kind of just do it on your own and just do it over and over and over so you're comfortable
with it. But the good news is that, we have trained child passenger safety technicians that go through like a week-long course. They learn more about car seats than you can ever imagine. So we have that resource in our community. We'll be at Joseph Beth the 21st on Saturday morning, and we will be there to check people's seats to help educate them on how to use their seat for their child in their vehicle.
So they should bring their own car seats with their vehicles.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes. And so, and then we're hoping that then they share the right information with other caregivers of their child, whether that's grandparents, babysitters, aunts and uncles, etc.
Very good. All right, well, we will post the details for you guys on our website at WTVQ.com. Fabulous. Some tips here. Again, if you want to come on out to the event, this is just a great thing just to be able to do this yourself. But we'll send it back to studio, and we'll be back after this.